one thing that I'm going back to, I said that I love baseball. Yeah, it was the best sport ever. I thought of it. When the World Series was on, the Yankees were usually in the World Series. The Yankees were not my favorite team. The San Francisco Giants were my favorite team, but they rarely made it into the World Series. But I enjoyed baseball, and World Series was special. You play best out of 7, and the problem was that it's not like today where you could see sports almost every day. During that time, there was only sports like on weekends, like on Saturdays. And baseball, especially the World Series, was only shown during the day. It was not on TV in the evening now, like it is now, or we didn't have recorders where we could record them. So I'd have to find a way. How can I go home? How can I get home so I could watch the baseball game? So I figured it out. I go to the cafeteria. I figure who was pitching that day, what teams were playing, what time, and getting near lunchtime, I would go and eat quite a bit, and then I'd go get on the swing or get on a merry-go-round. I'd get nauseated, started puking, so they would send me home because I was sick. So Mr. Hutchison, he was a truant officer. He would take me in his car and drop me off in front of the house. And since my grandmother lived next door, he said, well, he wouldn't walk me in or anything. He said, okay, go to your grandma's house. They're all there. And so he'd leave, and I'd go inside my house, take a couple of Alka-Seltzers or water and relax a little bit, sit down and watch the World Series, watch the game. I didn't do this for 7 games. I handpicked the games I wanted to see depending on who was pitching on that day. But in the evening, my mother would arrive home from work and she'd open the door and she'd see me there and she'd say, okay, she'd say, who was playing today? She knew why I was home, because I wanted to watch the baseball game and I'd be home extra early. In the mornings I would get up and my grandmother would leave me breakfast. I'd get ready. My sister would walk with me to school. She was like in the 8th grade and I was like in the 4th or 3rd grade, but she'd walk me to school. But when she graduated, I was very independent. I'd get up in the morning and eat, have breakfast, get dressed, and I'd walk to school every day. We lived in a barrio, in the Mexican side of town. And we weren't really accepted very well at Unit 4 because that was the Anglo school. They wanted us to go to Unit 2, which was basically a Mexican school. But I managed to go to Unit 4. I enjoyed those years, made lots of friends, created a habit, but it's part of growing up.
You said you really liked baseball. Who was your favorite player and why?
My favorite baseball player is Willie Mays. To this day, he's still Willie Mays because of his aptitude. He could play the field, steal bases, hit the ball, catch the ball. He had all the attributes of one of the greatest players ever.